We haven't done this in a while, mainly because I'm not good at it. But this movie did not deserve a 23. It deserved at least in the mid 60s to very low 70s. This movie was actually funny. I wasn't really, I didn't really expect humor through this movie. Actually, even when they announced it, I was like, humor? Well, I guess. But it was a funny movie. A huge step up from Batman versus Superman, obviously, mainly because they're all villains. Uh, the characters were pretty amazing. My favorite one out of all of them, well, it's hard. Uh, I don't know. And I don't really care if you call me a DC fanboy or whatever the hell they call people these days that like movies that the outside world thinks suck. I thought it was a good movie. Was it better than Civil War? No, but it was a movie that I wanted to be made for a while. I've always wanted to see. Well, it's not. It doesn't really go along with the same plot lines, but it's basically a bunch of bad guys win, and the bad guys win, but they don't beat the good guys. In this movie, they beat the other bad guys, and they end up going back to the place they came from, which is prison. I enjoyed seeing Belle Rev. That was pretty neat. Um, I read a thing saying that Joker doesn't make an appearance in this movie as very often. They were wrong. He makes an appearance quite a lot. So yeah. So spoiler part. Let's see. There, I like Captain Boomerang. He was actually pretty funny. It was weird how he kept leaving and then coming back. Well, he did that once, but I didn't really expect him to come back. As everyone suspected, Slipknot does get killed off within the first 5 or 10 minutes of him showing up. I thought it was a little weird how they did the intros to each character or a little backstory, but they didn't do Katana or Slipknot, and that's because Katana works for the government in a way, which makes sense because she's not a good guy or a bad guy. She just wants to get vengeance for her husband. And Slipknot, I honestly have no background on that guy. I don't know why they didn't give a background on him. They just said the guy who can climb anything. I thought it was the guy who lynched anybody, but I guess that's not it. There's a part in the movie in the ending where I thought Captain Boomerang and not Captain, Amanda Waller were gonna make out. It was a little weird. Like, you'll notice it when it happens. Let's see. The main bad guy I didn't expect, but I guess it made sense. Because if they introduced a whole new bad guy, the movie would take a lot longer. And so, yeah. Cara Delevingne was pretty neat, even though, I mean, she was in the movie a lot. Yeah, she was. Joker, I liked that performance. It was different. It was like this thug mafia type guy, but with I don't know how to say it. It's just different. I liked it. My favorite between him and Heath Ledger. I like Heath's. I don't know. They're both really good. That's what I'm trying to say. In their own ways. Heath's is more, I don't know, sporadic, and this one's more like Jared Leto's Joker knows what he's doing. I don't know. You'll just have to watch it. Let's see. What else was there? Killer Croc was pretty neat. I would have loved, if I were in this movie, I would have loved to play his character because he hardly spoke. And you know how great that is when you don't have any lines and you just show up and get paid? That's pretty neat. He had a few lines. He said one thing during, I don't know, when they were walking towards something, and then he said like a few other things towards the end of the movie. But other than that, he said absolutely nothing. He just either smiled or growled. Oh, he said, no. He said, I like her at the bar where you know, the scene in the commercial where they're all sitting at the bar? Yeah, he says, I like her to Harley Quinn. Not to Harley Quinn, but just out loud after she leaves. No, she doesn't. That doesn't happen there. Another thing happens there. Anyway, Diablo was pretty funny. Well, he wasn't funny. He was actually pretty sad. Um, his origin story is pretty depressing. Uh, it's his whole thing is basically him coming to grips with what he did and having to live with it, and him finding another family, which is Suicide Squad. His whole deal was he killed his entire family because he got really mad. He expels fire, so he burned the entire house. So yeah, that's him. Uh, Batman does make an appearance, only it's flashbacks of all the prisoners going to him capturing all the prisoners. There is a mid-credit scene where he's talking to Amanda Waller and he wants files on basically the entire Justice League, Flash, Aquaman, and everybody else, where he can find them and whatnot. So yeah, Harley Quinn and Deadshot definitely were the main roles in this movie. Harley Quinn was funny. She was creepy. She was actually very funny. I think she was the funniest character in the movie, which I think was the intent of her. Let's see. Deadshot, he was also kind of a sad character. His whole deal with his daughter, really sad. It sucks that he has to go back to jail for I don't know how long. I know Captain Boomerang has 3 life sentences. I don't know how long that is. I don't understand this whole prison thing, this is a whole side thing, but why don't you just give someone 100 years? Like, you don't have to give them 300 years. Like, what is the point of that? Like, they're not going to live over 100, especially in that environment. But anyway, the Flash does make an appearance, only it's not really a long appearance. It's him capturing Captain Boomerang. Katana, she was cool. She didn't say much either. I wish she said more, I guess. She's good with the sword, I'll tell you that much. Goodness gracious, Rick Flag. He was a dick in the beginning. He didn't like Deadshot. Deadshot didn't like him. They didn't get along until basically there's a fight scene where a whole bunch of these weird alien guys are coming up and Deadshot decides, everyone get out of the way, I'll take care of it, and he kills every single one of them. But even then, Rick Flag didn't really respect him. But towards the end, and they just started respecting each other a little more. Rick Flag saw them as humans and not just criminal thug people. Harley Quinn, there was a part of the movie where she actually saves the day. Spoiler alert, which you shouldn't have to say because I already said that. But yeah, she saves the day. Didn't expect that, actually. I thought it would be more of a team effort, which it was a team effort, but I didn't think she'd single-handedly do it. Let's see, more about Rick Flag. His character likes Cara Delevingne's character, and it's basically he's trying to get Cara Delevingne's character back to the way she was instead of being this enchantress god-like thing. They introduced magic into this DC universe finally. I'm glad that didn't take like an origin story movie to do that. So Shazam should be a lot easier to tell now, which I don't think it will be, but whatever. What else was there? Yeah, so the people that get killed off in the movie are Slipknot, he gets his head blown off, and Diablo, he sacrifices himself for the entire team. Other than that, everyone else is alive and they're well. Towards the end of the movie, actually at the end of the movie, Harley Quinn sitting in her little box, and she's reading a book and has an espresso machine because Amanda Waller let requests happen after they saved the planet, and she wanted an espresso machine, so she got one. Espresso, I don't know how to say it. And then Joker comes in with his guys, and he kidnaps her, and they're all fine. He didn't really kidnap her, he rescues her. Which begs the question: what happens to the other guys? Are they gonna let them out and go capture Harley Quinn, or they're just gonna have Batman do it? Which also makes me wonder, where the hell was Batman when all this was going on? Because he obviously was not trying to figure out the Justice League. Because if he was, there wouldn't have been a mid-credit scene. So that's really interesting for me. Of course, it wasn't in Metropolis. Wow, Gotham. I'm sorry. But you know, where are these people? Like, I know Superman's dead. Wonder Woman, I don't know. Like, they should have at least showed up at some point. The world's being destroyed. What are they doing? It's not like they're on another planet. That was the weird part to me. Gosh, man, they're just slacking on their jobs. But other than that, it's a good movie. It's funny. You should watch it. Don't worry about what the little critic people say. Make your own opinion. Don't really take mine. Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah. Oh, and Amanda Waller, she is. Every time Amanda Waller is on screen, I hate her. Not the person who plays her, but the character, because she's such a bitch. And in Arrow, I hated her the most, and I was actually glad she died. Sorry, I just was. She was I fucking hated her. I really started to hate her in this movie too. Actually, I did hate her in this movie. I didn't begin to hate her until she shot all the FBI agents. But other than that, and then I got a little soft spot when she let them have requests. The requests were Killer Croc wanted BET channel. Deadshot wanted to see his daughter, which he did. Harley Quinn wanted an espresso machine. Espresso, I don't know how to say it. Not Rick Flag, but Boomerang. I guess he didn't really ask. Well, he asked to be let go, but obviously they said no. So he is seen in his jail cell just yelling at the camera, telling him to let him out. Which I hope he kind of does escape, so he shows up in a Flash movie and the Flash has to take care of him again. But I can't help but feel bad for these guys. I know they're bad guys and they kill a lot of people, but I don't know, just come on, man. At least let them have a week out of their jail cell, but highly monitored, and then for the rest of the year they're in their jail cell. That would be nice, but also in a way torture, because then they'd want to be out more. Never mind. Yeah, so it's a good movie. You should watch it. I would wait. If you don't really have a huge strong point for DC and you just want to see the movie, I would wait for it to be a little cheaper. But yeah, it's a good movie. I hope the score on Rotten Tomatoes goes up. And no, I'm not one of the people who signed the petition because I didn't care that they had this. I just wanted to see the movie and form my own opinion, like most of the people out there in the world. Yeah. And it's an aggregated computer system anyway, so it's not like it's going to change anything. Other than that, I'm going to go, better than Batman vs. Superman, mainly because Batman vs. Superman was pretty boring the first, hour and a half? It was almost a 3-hour movie. So yeah, bye.